What's up, everybody? I'm Daniel Cunningham, and this is day number 2 of Pain That Heals. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to any and everybody that watched my first video. What I would like for you to do is, after you watch the video, all of them, be sure to press like and help the movement of reaching 1 million people. Also, leave comments after you're done watching and tell me what your thoughts are, and I will make the effort to comment to each and every person. Each and every person. So please do that, okay? So this is day number 2. It's a very amazing day. It's beautiful outside. I've had time for reflection for myself. I've had time to work. I've had time to work out. And now I'm having the opportunity to speak to you guys. And today, I want to kind of talk to you about what that pain is and what it means to me, okay? You see the acronym in the title. Several months ago, I couldn't sleep. And I woke up, and it was early. It's about 4 in the morning. And I decided to do something that I hate doing, which is run. I can't stand running. I feel like it's very meaningless to just run when you're not going anywhere in particular. Putting me on a basketball court, dribbling a basketball, and having a purpose of trying to score a goal or stop somebody from scoring a goal, I could do that all day. But just to go run, I'm like, man, I hate it. Which is why I need to do it. Right? That's that growth. And so I went on this run. And it was only about 10 minutes long. And I'll be honest with you, that's longer than I've ever ran, and I don't know how long, continuously. And so I decided to do this run, and I went on this run for 10 minutes, and I just had this idea. I just felt moved to type out my meaning of pain and what that means to me. And so in the mornings, it's scientifically proven that in the mornings, your mind works best at dawn. That's when all of the best thoughts that you have come to yourself. And so I go on this quiet run, and it's you hear the birds chirping, you hear the wind, you feel the heat on your skin through the time of the year. These things awaken you. These things give you life. That energy that is out there feeds you. And so I got back to the house, and I sat down on the computer on my laptop, and I started typing out what pain meant to me. And so the acronym of PAIN is, the P stands for power. How pain can empower you. And basically meaning that, through that power, you're being influential. Right? And when you're influential, all the negative things that are in your life detach. When you're influential, there's freedom behind it. And that's the power. That is the power. Your greatest power that you could have is self-control. Controlling your environment. Doing the things that are purposeful and meaningful to you to influence others. All right? The A stands for action. Powerful action. That action is that it's that movement. It's actually doing something. It's vital for life, is action. Our spirit's liveliness comes from action, comes from work, comes from movement, right? Okay? The I stands for inspires. So powerful action inspires, right? And that inspiration is to give of yourself. Give of yourself so others will give as well. How simple, but yet how profound. Give of yourself so others will do the same. So powerful action inspires, okay? And the N stands for now. In that present moment. Be in that present moment. Powerful action inspires the now. Being influential, showing action, giving of yourself right now, and not worrying about anything in return. That's not why you do things. You do things to give of yourself, not expecting things in return. I'm a firm believer that all of the things that you want in life, you will receive tenfold if you give and give freely, give willingly, right? So pain, think about it like this. We run away from pain every day. We run away from it every day. But yet it's what nurtures our soul. We run away from it with alcohol. We run away from it with entertainment, with social media and our smartphones or on the TV or on the radio. All this media, mass media coming into us and filling us up with all this wildness that we're trying to process, right? But that pain, it comes from within. And pain is good. It's necessary for human existence. Pain is what preserves us. It's our way of self-preservation. It's our way of living, of knowing what is happening to us at that very moment. The problem, though, a lot of times with individuals that run from that pain, that's what I've been doing for so many years, is that we start suffering in our minds. See, pain and suffering are two different things. Pain is self-preservation, while suffering is in the mind. You see, there are two things that as human beings we have that we are really, really good at. I mean, really good at. We have mastered it. That is having vivid memories, remembering all the things of the past, whether they're good or bad. And then the other is our sense of imagination. So a lot of these negative things that have happened to us, we imagine them 10 times more or 100 times more or 1,000 times more. Things that have happened 10 years ago, things that happened in our childhood. I grew up in a bad situation, or my parents were mean to me. I didn't have a lot of friends. We remember all of these things from our past, and it just eats away at us. And then society tells us that pain is a bad thing and that we're supposed to run away from it as far as we can. We live at a time right now where everybody is more comfortable than the last generation. And that's not a good thing. I'm not saying that we can't monetize all of the use of technology and all these new things that we're having, like science. These are all great things. But do they control you? And so all I'm saying is that understanding that self-reflection that you need to have every single day is the most important thing that you could possibly do to start your morning, continue through your day, to finish your night. You can do this self-reflection constantly every single day. And so again, these particular things that I'm sharing with you are not things of myself. These are things that I have just researched and have studied, and they make perfect sense. And I'm starting to practice a lot of these things. You see, self-reflection is extremely painful because you're diving into your own self and you're trying to pull out all this negativity and you're trying to pull out all this purpose and what do I need to do today and what do I need to do with my life and all of these things. But the beautiful thing about it is if you just sit still for a moment and block out all the external noise, and I mean external noise not necessarily being bad things, but people telling you what you should do with your life. You should go to school for this many years. You should graduate college. You should get a job, get a house, and then get a car, and then get married, and then have kids, and then when you're 65, retire, right? And some people do that, and some people thrive. Some people are extremely successful, right? But there's more people in this world that are hurting, even the ones that we see from the outside looking in that have all of this, what we think would be so much wealth. Some of those people are hurting, and they might need to hear this as well. You see, at the age of 65, they tell you you're supposed to retire, but why? Why do I have to start dying? I should be growing every single day. Every single day should be growing. And so you can go and do and be whatever it is that you want to be. There is so much information out there that you can pick up the computer. You can research all this information, read from great books. You just got to be wary and cautious of the things that you fill yourself up with. And use that innate ability to know that if something's not real or something seems fake or something doesn't seem genuine, then it probably is. And see, but when you're giving of yourself and you're influential, all that negative stuff tends to move away from you because you're providing a positive energy that you're putting out into the universe, and it's going to bounce right back to you tenfold. Right? See, negative individuals, negative thoughts, they don't thrive in that area. They can't thrive in that area. They don't understand that area. They can't feel or sense that area. And so they don't gravitate towards all that positivity and influence and self-giving and giving of others. That negative runs away from it, right? Like batteries, positive and negatives, what do? Right? Same concept. It's the same exact concept. And so all I wanted to share today is just that attitude of understanding that pain is self-preservation. And I've realized that I've put so many people through pain that it's time to hurt myself, but in a good way, of doing things that I'm uncomfortable with, of sharing my story with you guys, and being an open book, and being as genuine as I could possibly be. And I can't begin to tell you how awesome that feels. And I'm so glad to be able to share it with you guys. Okay. So again, that's day 2. Just kind of telling you what pain means to me. I hope that this video did something for you. I know in the last video I said I would leave links in the description below, and I made a mistake on that. That's my bad on day 1. But guess what? Each day we're going to progress. We're going to get better. So like this, share it with as many people as you can. Put it on social media. Leave comments so I can respond back to you, because I'm telling you, I will learn so much from every single one of you on how I'm doing, what you're doing, and maybe you can help just the same. And every single thing that you do, comments, right? The likes, sharing this, you're part of the cause. You're part of the movement. You're going to help reach 1 million people. And how amazing will that be for 1 million people to hear that message that they need to hear, especially those that were in that dark, dark place like I was. And I'm no longer there, and I will never go back. So God's blessing. I love every single one of you. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.